Okay, just a few highlights from today. September 30th, GreatStockPicks.com live trading chat room. SLW is one. Try to share with you in these the ideas behind why we call what we call too. SLW, anytime we get a stock, okay, these are 5-minute candles. This right here is the opening candle from today. This is yesterday's trading. Anytime you get a stock that's just down, another leg down, a little bounce, and then a strong leg down. I mean, it just looks like stairs going down, increasing volume. Okay, anytime I get that, I don't want to say I start licking my chops, but I definitely start thinking long, okay, looking for a bounce. Now, I don't just randomly grab it because, as we know, anything can happen. The stock could keep going down. So let's scroll to the right one candle at a time. We watch this, break a previous 5's high. And we sat there as a team there in a chat, just watched it bounce to see how high it would bounce. And then let this red candle form. Then I put in a green candle, and my thinking is, and I just want to share with you the thinking when I call a trade like this. Okay, it's already down huge, another leg down. People shorting after a move like this, shorting down in this area, it could go lower, but certainly I'm looking to fade that and go long. Okay, so people shorting late down here with this big volume. I guess sometimes when a stock's falling, people try to make that easy money. Hey, SLW is going to zero this afternoon. I better get in short. That's not the best way to trade. So we start to think long whenever we have this setup. All right. Then we had this bounce to 26.30, and then I put in a couple little 5-minute candles. So in other words, people who shorted this after this bounce or shorted it down here, thinking, okay, we're rolling over to the low of the day again. Shorts could only push it after this bounce. Can only push it down to here so far. Now it even has my attention more so, and I called this over these two candles high in the chat room, 26.26. Worst case stop, I think, below at 26.12, something like that, 14 cents risk. And very quickly, in 5 minutes, we're up to 26.38. Also, before you remember what that candle looks like, we also remember that initial bounce went to 26.30. So now we've got this little bitty base break, 26.26. We know we've got a potential catalyst if it gets above the highs of that little bounce it did, possibly another leg up. Okay, so 26.26, and I'll show you a couple more candles. I mean, 10 minutes later, 26.52. That's not a huge move, but that's a real nice move in 10 minutes, especially if you're sitting on 1,000 or 2,000 shares. And within 5 minutes, really, this thing never looked back. I mean, the minute I took the entry, within 5 minutes, it was nicely above this other catalyst I was looking for. And then, and then just kept going, and then we start selling. And then worst case, if you want to sell in parts, worst case is a break-even stop on the rest. And as you can see why, we take profits on the way up, right back down. And then just chop sideways for a while. So, which is the nature of this market right now. A lot of stuff doing that. But looking back here, you can see here's the entry, and then a nice 20 to 30 cent move in 10 minutes. Love trades like that trigger and never look back. Another one, a little bit odd for me, to call CRUS or anything else on a high of day break. Okay, I really shy away. You can ask our chat room members. I really shy away from calling high of day breaks as an initial entry. However, there are times when I'll do it. This was the close up here yesterday, up above 19 or around 19. You can see today it opened at 17 and then sold off initially. These are 5-minute candles. But what happened was this opened down here, and again, you had a group of people diving in short, thinking CRUS is going to zero this afternoon. I better get short. Well, the shorts got surprised. A nice climb here. As I told members in our chat room, you probably had a whole new group of shorts as it started to roll over. Short in here, short in here, short in here, thinking easy money. As soon as this breaks the low of the day, it's going to drop to zero. Easy money. Well, then it went into a base. Just trying to show you the whole trading scenario for CRUS. I didn't catch it coming out of this base, or I might have called it right here, knowing we had some shorts trapped, trying to make that easy money. I didn't catch it. By the time I noticed CRUS, it had put in this nice tight base here, right below the early high. All right. So now, with that in mind, all those shorts trying to make the easy money this morning, keep that in mind. Now I'm going to call a high of day break, 1798. And again, normally I wouldn't call 1798 as a trigger because it's right below whole number 18. But with this scenario and the shorts trapped, I didn't care. Called it at 1798. I believe the worst case stop was below this candle at 1778. So 20 cents risk, but look what happens. pretty quickly you're up a dime, and you can either move your stop up to 17.98 or at very least pay yourself some and keep your stop at break even. Couple more candles, put in a nice flag here. Actually a decent place to add. You could say, okay, nice breakout. The shorts can't push this back down. I'm going to go ahead and add more the first break of a previous 5's high. Just another way to trade it. But again, our call was right here. And look at this. You get a nice second leg there all the way to 1850 from 1798 in about 30 minutes. Again, that's a real nice move in a short period of time. So that's today's highlights. I mean, I could show you Juniper. I guess I'm kind of proud whenever we call a stock within 5 minutes of the low of the day. I did call Juniper as a long right there on this green candle right here, with a worst case stop right below that. I think it was a 7-cent risk. Okay, so let me get my drawing tool here. So the entry was right here, and the worst case stop right here, 7 cents away, and we did catch this 7 cents from the low of the day. So I'm always proud when I do that. But having said that, it went from 30.26 to 30.56. So ultimately a 30-cent move on 7 cents risk, and you can see 5 minutes after the entry, it never looked back. So break even stop would have held the rest of the day. Although Juniper didn't exactly give a huge trade. So all right, I'm going to wrap this up, and we'll have another highlight video tomorrow night. Have a good night.